Yeah, I wasn't gonna rap at first, but I was around Von. Von was telling me like, man, you might as well start rapping. I'm like, man, I don't know how to rap, man. I don't know how to do nothing with rap.
Muwop never set out to be a rapper. He was just another kid growing up in Parkway Gardens, famously known as O Block, on Chicago's South Side, a neighborhood notorious for its struggles but also rich in culture and resilience. Like many of his peers, he was surrounded by the harsh realities of street life, yet he never saw music as his way out. It wasn't until tragedy struck close to home that he picked up a mic, using rap as a way to process his pain and tell his story. What started as raw, unfiltered emotions over beats soon caught the attention of those around him, turning an outlet into an unexpected career.
Muwop always been laid back as hell, man. I ain't gonna lie, kind of compare him to HK. Heck, man, from the Wick, man, he always been calm, cool, low, mild-tempered, you know what I'm saying? Like, don't talk to niggas who not his guys. Like, you probably come around him and think he don't like to talk to niggas, you know what I'm saying? Because, like, if you ain't one of his niggas, he don't talk to you, you know what I'm saying? But he always been cool, calm, collected, you know what I'm saying? Never out his body or too over the top or no shit like that, flamboyant, always chill.
But everything changed on August 4th, 2020, the day FBG Duck was murdered in broad daylight. Duck wasn't just another rapper, he was one of the biggest names from the GD side, specifically from STL EBT, a neighborhood that had been beefing with O Block for years. His death wasn't just a random act of violence, it was a statement, a moment that sent shockwaves through Chicago's streets and the rap world. The hit was brazen, carried out in the upscale Gold Coast area, far from the usual battlegrounds of the South Side. Almost immediately, rumors started circulating, and all eyes turned toward O Block. The feds were watching closely, and as the investigation unfolded, names started surfacing, one of them being Muwop. To those who knew him, it wasn't surprising. He had always been more than just a bystander in the war between the blocks. While others rapped about what they saw, Muwop was rumored to be the one making things happen. And when the authorities finally made their move, it wasn't just local police, it was the feds. In October 2021, a federal indictment was unsealed, charging Muwop and several others with a RICO conspiracy tied to Duck's murder. The case painted a picture of organized retaliation, an orchestrated hit that law enforcement claimed was meant to send a message. What once seemed like an escape through music had now turned into a nightmare. Instead of headlining shows, Muwop was facing the possibility of spending the rest of his life behind bars.
He convicted 6 men for the murder of rapper FBG Duck. FBG Duck, whose real name is Carlton Weekly, was shot and killed while shopping in the Gold Coast back in August 2020.
I'll sit and look at that video of that boy being the main motherfucker that got out the car and shot my son. Muwop was the first motherfucker that hopped out and killed Duck. Then 3 months later, I got to see him carry Von. He going through enough shit. And that's what blows me, because it ain't no winner.
The arrests sent shockwaves through the city and the rap world. This wasn't just another gang case. It was a federal RICO indictment, the kind of charge designed to take down entire criminal organizations, not just individuals. The feds weren't just looking at Duck's murder. They were painting a picture of O Block as a structured, violent enterprise, where shootings, murders, and racketeering were all part of the operation. Muwop, once seen as a rising rapper, was now labeled as a key enforcer in this organization, and the evidence against him was piling up. Surveillance footage, phone records, social media posts, and even rap lyrics were all being used to build the case. The feds claimed the hit on Duck wasn't random. It was a calculated move meant to assert dominance in the ongoing war between O Block and STL EBT. They even alleged that the hit had financial incentives, with suggestions that King Von himself had put up money for it. And while Von was never charged, his murder in November 2020 made sure of that, his name loomed heavily over the case. With the feds determined to make an example out of O Block, Muwop and his co-defendants found themselves facing the weight of the entire federal government. What had once been just street beef had now turned into a high-profile legal battle with their freedom hanging in the balance.